Once upon a time, in the heart of an ancient African kingdom, there lived a powerful and wise king named Obadele. His reputation for fairness and intelligence spread far and wide, but there was one thing he couldn't resist: challenging the cleverest creatures in the land. Every year, he would present a riddle or a task to the animals, and whoever solved it would earn riches beyond imagination. Yet, none had ever succeeded. That was until the clever tortoise, Ijapa, stepped forward. "This year," announced King Obadele, standing tall in the village square, "I present a challenge unlike any other. Whoever can build a hut that moves from one place to another without being carried shall win a treasure beyond their wildest dreams." The animals murmured in confusion. A moving hut? How could that be possible? The lion, the elephant, and the leopard all looked at each other and bowed out. They knew they were no match for the king's tricky challenge. But Ijapa, the tortoise, wasn't about to back down. "Your Majesty," said Ijapa, stepping forward, "I accept your challenge." The villagers laughed. How could a small, slow tortoise solve a puzzle that even the mightiest animals couldn't? But Ijapa, known for his wit, was undeterred. He asked for one day to think and promised to return with his answer. That night, Ijapa sat under a tall baobab tree, staring at the stars. His slow, deliberate mind began to churn. He knew the king's challenge was not just about strength or speed but about cleverness. The next morning, Ijapa arrived at the palace with his solution. "Your Majesty, I have built the moving hut as you requested." The king's eyes widened in disbelief. "Show me, tortoise," he demanded, eager to see this marvel. Ijapa slowly walked to the edge of the village, where a small but beautifully crafted hut stood. The villagers gathered around, curious to see how this humble creature would pull off such a feat. "This is my home," Ijapa said, smiling slyly. "And wherever I go, it goes with me." The king frowned, confused. "But this hut is not moving." "Oh," replied Ijapa, "that's where you are wrong, Your Majesty." With that, Ijapa slowly retreated into his shell, disappearing from view. "You see," he called from inside, "my shell is my home, and wherever I go, it follows." The crowd gasped in astonishment. King Obadele, realizing the brilliance of Ijapa's answer, threw his head back and laughed heartily. "You have done it, tortoise. You have solved the riddle in a way no one could have imagined." True to his word, the king rewarded Ijapa with gold, jewels, and a place of honor in his court. But more importantly, the clever tortoise had earned the respect of all the animals in the kingdom. From that day on, Ijapa became a symbol of wisdom and wit, proving that sometimes the smallest, slowest creatures can outsmart even the mightiest of kings. And so, dear listeners, what do you think the moral of this story is? Is it that wit can sometimes be more valuable than strength? Or perhaps that one should never underestimate the smallest among us? Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this folktale, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more captivating stories like this one. Stay tuned for our next adventure in the world of African folklore.